Sports. It's the Jets and the Browns. Coming up next.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Charles, here's the draft class for the Jets for 2022, and certainly a splash-worthy class. 3 first-round picks in one draft. And you also have to be impressed not only at the players they got there, but also on days 2 and 3.
You're exactly right about that. Arguably, they got the top player at that position when they made their selections in the first round. Cornerback Ahmad Sauce Gardner, 4th. I had him rated number 2 behind Derek Stingley, but he's still one of the best ones in the draft. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson, they got him 10th overall. And defensive end Jermaine Johnson, 26th. I thought he might go earlier to Atlanta in the top 10. And then maybe they landed the draft's best running back in Breece Hall on day 2.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. That time on the punt, and the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, we get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons, and at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Nifty move. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Watson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing when you started. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So here are the Browns to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Dancing to, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Hall again on 2nd down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Jets are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for in a WR1. He gets the first down right there.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here's Kttn Grant from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And here comes Berrios. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again is Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. He finds Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. From the 31, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown. And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to...
And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief. Huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Touchdown! Jakeem Grant, 26 yards.
And the Browns are back within a score.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Now it's Wilson.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this was just really well done on third down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. They'll run with Hall.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
This is intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Watson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Watson now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And the Jets set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This time, Wilson will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Watson to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
the
is
officials
reversed.
and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now Watson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Watson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
To throw, Watson.
Flush to his right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here's Watson.
And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down by 7. 20 seconds to go.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Wilson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ready, set.
One last shot for Wilson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one.